Hello. I'm not sure how many people are going to be coming today. I've only put the information out a few minutes ago, so welcome to my channel if you're new here, if you show up. So last week I did a live stream, and that day I was working on information that I needed for an interview that I was going into the following day. And I did that, and I, miracle of all miracles, actually got the job already. And it's very shocking because usually this company moves very slowly. And I think maybe the manager was in a hurry because there is a process that they usually go through, and at the end of the year they freeze hiring until the next quarter begins or something like that. So I think she's just in a hurry to get somebody in the position. I did find out that the person that was in that position previously, her husband did get another job in a different city, actually a whole different state. So the reason why she quit is because she was transferring to a new location. So she couldn't stay in the position because this position needed to be in St. Louis. So I live across the river from St. Louis in Collinsville, Illinois. And so that makes me local. So yay for me. But today I'm working on a series for writing. I need to write a little bit more because I haven't really been doing a lot of that. And I think, let me see. Is this happening? Is it going? I'm just making sure that my writing, okay. Yeah, it looks like it is. I had to make sure that I was live on YouTube and Twitch. I'm on Twitch now too. I think the only time I've ever live streamed on Twitch before is when I was playing the Harry Potter Legacy, Hogwarts Legacy game. It has nothing to do with Harry Potter, but it's the world that he grew up in, I suppose. But that was the only time I've ever live streamed on Twitch before. So this is going to be different. But I know that other people in the writing community do live stream on Twitch. So here I am. And I don't have to get a subscription apparently, because on Restream, I do not have a subscription to their membership or whatever they call it. So I'm just there. But I think I need to get ready for a writing sprint. Now this first one, I don't know what I'm writing yet. So I need to read through my notes from last time, and I need to read through the outline that I had going and see if that is something that I can write about. So it may not be writing until the next sprint, but we'll see what comes about. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the Pomodoro method timer. 25 minutes are on the clock. Let me switch it over to that. And I'm going to go ahead, mute it. I'm going to choose some music to bebop to. Let's see. I think I'll just use the chill hop like I've used in the past. All right. Good luck, everybody. Have Okay, looks like we are back. How's everybody doing? I am just in the middle of trying to organize my thoughts on my next writing sprint. I did review some of the information. However, full disclosure, I did get a phone call whenever we first returned back. During that sprint, not when we first returned back, but I did get a phone call, and so that did take me out of it for a few minutes. And then I was just trying to sneak away to get coffee. I'm still in the middle of making that cup of coffee because, of course, as it usually does, I have a Keurig machine and it ran out of water, so I had to add water to it. And now it's brewing in there the rest of the way, and I have to wait until my 5-minute break is up before I go get that coffee. Because I tell you what, I've been so sleepy today. I don't know why. I've been up since probably 9 o'clock, which is actually late for me. I usually get up a lot earlier than that because I do have a day job during the week. And I don't know, I'm just so tired today. I have no energy. So that's it. But do you guys have any information you want to share with me? Are you doing any kind of a NaNoWriMo or rough draft challenge or anything like that? Because I know that I heard from other YouTubers author tubers most likely. I heard that NaNoWriMo is back, Nano 2.0 or something. I haven't looked into it. Oh, I gotta turn the music off. Sorry about that, I forgot. So that's an interesting thought. I don't know. I haven't looked into the new NaNoWriMo thing yet, and it makes me curious to see if other YouTubers who have created their own challenge, as it were, I wonder if those people will still be doing their own challenge or if they will go back to NaNoWriMo. I mean, NaNoWriMo was such like a beloved thing to a lot of author tubers and a lot of, I don't know, people that just like to write. And so I'm curious, where do you stand? What do you do? Are you participating in any kind of challenge this month? It's November. It's the time that people used to do that. So I'm just curious. Let me see. So I have not been writing a lot like I wanted to. I signed up for the Rough Draft Challenge, which is Sarah Cannon's thing, and I didn't get very far before I stopped writing. And I'm sure I had an excuse because I always do. And I don't know, I'm just taking it easy. I think one day I had to go take pictures and I haven't edited those pictures yet. It wasn't for money. It was for building the portfolio and to add pictures to my website. And that hasn't happened yet. And I'm actually starting to doubt whether I even want to continue in that path because I went to this one house. It was a house that my landlord actually owns, and they were getting it ready for, to rent out to a new person. And I went in there and I took pictures. There was an upstairs and a downstairs. It was a really nice place. It was very nice. I think it was 3 bedrooms. There were 2 small bedrooms and a larger bedroom that had like 2 walk-in closets, his and hers. It was kind of cool. And the bathroom in there as well. So this place had like 2.5 baths. There was like a regular bathroom upstairs that everybody uses. The master bedroom had a bathroom, and then downstairs was a half bath. So it was a really nice place. And I did go in there and I took pictures, and it was harder than I thought it would be. It took a lot of energy. So I had anticipated going in there, taking pictures, then trying to do a video, and then trying to do drone footage. Like I have a drone I was going to put up, but the day that I went, it was very cold outside, and I ran out of energy too fast. I think I'm older than the average real estate photographer should be, and just kind of too out of shape. Okay, it looks like the clock is rolled back over and it's time to do some writing. So let us figure this out. Um, I'm going to go back to my writing and you guys do what you're going to do. And I'm going to set it up again. I think I might go with a different music this time. I'm going to try a lo-fi and we'll see where that gets us. And so let's get this next round going. I'll see you on the other side. Good luck to you. Welcome back. Looks like we're going to have another 5 minutes on the clock to work with. Let's see. Here we go. All right. How did you do? I hope you got some writing done. That's what you're here for. If you're doing writing, I don't really know. So I think I was working on trying to figure out my characters. There's a few characters that I have that I don't know everything about them yet. And so I decided, like, I use Scrivener, and on Scrivener, there is a character background that you can use. What do they call them? I think they're just like character sheets. It has the character name, it has their role in the story, their goals, their physical descriptions, personality, occupation, habits, mannerisms, background, internal conflicts, external conflicts. And I decided that one way that I think it would be an ideal way to get to know your characters is to have them write a letter either to themselves or to somebody in their life. And so I've decided to, like, writing a letter to myself as the character is an ideal way to try to get to know your character better. So my main character, she is pretty much talking about her life as an analyst in the department that she's working in. She's currently trying to, like, slide into another role within the company. She's trying to figure out how her father did it, because her father used to work there and he used to be a PI, and that's what she wants to be. She wants to work in the field. She wants to do the investigation. She's really good at the research, so she doesn't really mind doing the research, but she wants more than that. She wants to step into her father's shoes and, get to know what it's like on the other side. And of course, the first time that she went into the field, everything kind of backfires on her, because whenever she's stressed out, that's when her abilities come out. She doesn't have full control over them yet because she's always kind of like pushed them away. And so, yeah, things go wrong for her. And she's got to work through it, try to find her way to get back into the field. And on top of that, she has another issue that has popped up for her. One of her cousins is in trouble. Of course, he's always in trouble, but this time it's gone a little bit further than his normal trouble. So he could really be in a lot of danger here too. Danger of, being physically injured, danger of ending up in prison for real this time, and, just doing really dumb stuff, because he's had trouble like that in the past, where he's run around with people that are not good for him. They're like people that get him, arrested, and, they just do bad things. And so he learned from that, and he's trying to, live a better life now. But of course, everybody knows that trying to be your best at something, sometimes you have setbacks, you have falters, and I think he's going through one of those right now, and she's trying to help him out. And she doesn't quite know what to do yet. And, she's good at the research. She's good at digging into the computers and, trying to find, like, paper trails. She's good at paper trails. She's good at finding information that nobody else can. But the actual getting into the field face to face with people, talking to people, sometimes that goes wrong for her. So she needs to find a way to figure that out. So that's it. I don't know what you all are up to right now. I don't see that you guys have sent any chatting. Let me see. My music is still in the way. Okay. So let me know what you're writing about. Let me know if you're writing. Maybe you're not writing. Maybe you are washing dishes, cleaning, folding laundry. I don't know. I need to do some laundry myself. And, it occurred to me about 30 seconds before the timer went off that my coffee that I made during the last break was still in the kitchen, and I'd forgotten to go get it. So as soon as we get back to writing, that's the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go get that coffee. I'm going to come back. And yesterday, my niece and I actually went to the mall. I had to go to Bath and Body Works because I had to get stuff for someone for Christmas. I'm a secret Santa at work, and the person I chose out of the jar, she wanted some Bath and Body Works stuff. So I went there and I got her stuff. And then, of course, I wanted to get stuff for myself too. And this, I don't know if this is a new fragrance that they have, but it's snowflakes and cashew, or not cashews, cashmere cashews. That would be good too. But, but this just, I smelled the body spray, the mist, and then I also smelled the lotions, and these just smelled so good. But all that body spray and the lotions and stuff, I can't do that kind of stuff. My skin is so sensitive, it's ridiculous. And so I thought a candle might be a good way to supplement that and have the same fragrance that, you can get with the other stuff. But this just, I'm so excited about lighting this. So I'm going to do that during this next print as well. So let's go ahead and get the next timer started. It's already on 25, so let's go. Okay, it looks like we are back. Gonna go ahead and set that 5 minutes going, and that will be our little break time. How did you do? Are you writing something? Hopefully. I think after this next sprint is over, I will need to do some laundry because I need to have some clean clothes for the rest of the week. Go figure. I will be starting a new job, but that's not going to start until December 15th. So that's going to be a while. So I don't know. I have a job right now, a current job that I will be going to, and I can't let anybody know that I am starting a new job in December until December 1st because I want to give the normal 2 weeks notice, right? Like that's standard. And I can't tell anybody until then, until December 1st. So I have to go the rest of this month. It's only the 16th of November. I have to go the rest of this month without saying a word. And I've already almost flubbed it twice because, well, circumstances. I thought somebody had overheard a conversation because I was on the way to a retirement party for one of my coworkers, and the person whom I thought was supposed to go with me had called saying that there was trouble with their vehicle, so they were not coming. They were going to start their vacation early or something. And so I was not expecting my coworker to be, at work. And I got into my car, and I had noticed that my new manager from, the new job, I noticed that she had called me, and I wanted to call her back because I wanted to make sure that she didn't need something like me to answer a question or, for me to fill out some paperwork that I didn't know about or, if there was an issue. So I got into my car, I called her, and, it's on Bluetooth. It connects to my Bluetooth. And so it was on my car speakers, and we were talking. I had just connected with her. I started pulling forward, and I went around the corner from the building, And as soon as I turn the corner, I see my coworker just getting out of his Jeep. And I'm like, because he was already supposed to drive with me to the other location where the retirement party was happening. And I'm like, I can't talk right now. I had just called her on the phone. I had just called her. And now I sound like a crazy person because I all of a sudden can't talk to her. I just called her, but I can't talk to her. So I'm like, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back? And she was like trying to say, oh, congratulations, welcome to the team and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? And so I was able to get off the phone with her, but I don't know. I do not know if he heard any of the conversation or if he had any suspicions as to what that conversation was before he got into the car, because he got into the car and we drove off to the retirement party. And I'm like, crap, did that just ruin everything? Is everybody going to know before I tell them? Because I don't want them to treat me any differently until, I don't want them to treat me differently at all. And I already feel terrible because I know I'm going to be like leaving them in the lurch whenever I do quit the job. And I feel bad about that, but it's what's best for me. And I don't owe them any explanations. I can't let them make me feel bad about doing better for myself. And that's always a hard transition because, they have better amenities there. Let's just say that, because they have a nicer location to work from. The environment will be different. I will probably actually have windows somewhere in the room. The location that I work at right now is a very small back of office type setting. There's no windows. It's in a very small little corner, and it's actually not like it's not a 90-degree corner. It's a very strange star-shaped room. I can't understand it, and I can't really describe it, but it's a very small space, and everybody's spaced in different. I can't even describe it. It's not the perfect setting, and I've had issues before. I'm not even going to discuss it anymore in this video or in this stream, but nevertheless, it's a nicer location. It'll be a nicer environment for me, and more money, more opportunity for growth, more everything that I could think of. Because I didn't realize it. I had thought, I'm sorry, this 5 minutes over. I know it's time to go to the next stream, but I want to get this off my chest. So whenever I first started this job, I thought it was great because it's a smaller company and there's like 17 locations throughout the little area that I'm living in. And so it was nice. And I thought that they had a special touch because I thought they cared for their customers and they treated them special. They, a real person actually answered the phone, and I loved that about them. And that is great for the customers. But when it comes to their employees, they don't feel this. I don't feel the same love, you know what I mean, as an employee. And I've seen how they treat my manager of that department, and I see how they treat the whole department like we're like the redheaded stepchildren of the place. It's they don't give us enough credit. Let's put it that way. And it's bothered me for a long time, and enough to make me want to not be there anymore because I'm kind of, I'm just over it. So I had to move on for my own well-being, as well as, I don't know how they're going to deal with it after I go, because this is like the department that the big managers, they never want to hire anybody for the position. I got thrown into the position. I didn't actually apply for it. I got thrown into it. I applied for 2 other positions, and apparently I was perfect for this position, which I am. I do enjoy the job. The it's just not the right fit for me anymore. So I need more, and somebody else can offer more. So I'm going there. But anyway, let's swipe that all aside. Okay, I have been working on my character sheets, their profiles, and I'm kind of filling in some that are they are main characters, but I hadn't really thought about too much about them yet, and I'm trying to get to know them better because I think that if I get to know them better, then I will be able to write the scenes more clearly in my head. Like Marilee is my main character's cousin. They're really tight. They hang out together all the time, and they depend on each other a lot. Marilee is the girl who always looks her best. She always has perfect hair, which is so not me, but she has perfect hair. She dresses very nicely. She wants to dress everybody nicely because she knows exactly what clothing and what colors and what styles look good on everybody. She's one of those people, and her biggest dream is to be a fashion designer. So that's her. And my other character, my main character, Drina, she is the one who is not quite so sure about herself. She doesn't dress with any kind of flair. She puts the dirty buns in her hair, and she doesn't care how she looks when she walks into the office in the morning. And you know, and and I think Marilee is very frustrated with that because she wants to dress her, but of course Drina is like, no, I don't need that. Go away. So yeah, their personalities clash sometimes, but I think they always know what's better for each other or what's best for each other. So I'm still trying to get to know the characters a little bit better, especially some of the side characters that you know even if they're only in a few scenes, I still need to know their motivations and their background, and because that will help me to determine how they would handle the situation. Even if it's like not in the book, I can create like a whole backstory for each character that shows up in the book, even if they have like a 5 minute cameo. But if it doesn't show up in the book, I still can get into their mind and decide how they act in a particular situation, which you can't always do with everybody else. But it's just easier that way. So that's what I've been doing during the sprints. I haven't actually been writing the story. I've been writing character profiles, which will help me greatly because I feel like I'm kind of stuck right now. I need to move forward, but I don't know how to move forward. I need to get more information in my head and try to make it clearer. My candle smells really good, so I'm really happy about that purchase. All right, well, let's get this last one out of the way. I'm still working on Marilee's profile. I'm going to be writing the letter to herself, and we'll see where it goes from there. But let's get another 25 minutes on the clock and mute and put some music on. I think we're just going to go with the chill hop again. That's my favorite, I think. So we'll be back in a few. Good luck. Okay. All right, everybody, I'm back. That 30 minutes on the clock is not going to happen unless people that are watching right now would like to continue with one more sprint. If so, say something in the chat or forever hold your peace. So it's up to you. If you want to continue for another half an hour sprint, we can, but you'll have to ask me for it because I will not volunteer it. Ain't gonna happen. But anyway, I've gotten a lot of writing done and I'm really happy with my progress so far. And I know that if you were writing, I hope that you've gotten a lot done as well. You can let me know in the chat whether or not you want to continue, if you've done good so far. And I think I'm probably going to do this again next Sunday. It seems to be a nice thing to do, kind of form a habit of doing this every Sunday. And perhaps maybe someday I will actually finish the book. But we will see. But I've gotten a lot of thinking to do still. I think it's going to be a good book if I ever get it done. So that's just a thing. So I will give you another minute to figure this out if you want to continue or not. Otherwise, I'll just be logging off. But it would be nice to hear from you. So let me know. It's getting pretty late in the day. I closed the blinds because I had the afternoon hot sun on me. It wasn't really that hot today though. And actually, it's 56 degrees outside. I thought we were supposed to have like up to 80 degrees, but maybe that was just yesterday. But the weather's finicky around here. I live in the Midwest, so it all kind of like flows together here. And it kind of keeps you on your toes when you're here. It's not like being in Arizona where, you were lucky to get a rain shower. I remember those days. And I still love thunderstorms because of that. So if we ever have thunderstorms here, it's nice. And in fact, it says that we've got some rainy days ahead. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. It always makes it cozier whenever you're trying to write if it's raining. I love listening to like nature sounds while I'm writing. I don't particularly like the music in here. And they do have something on Restream where it does have like rain sounds and ambient sounds and nature sounds, but you have to upgrade to be able to listen to that. And I don't know. I have some timing. What was that? Oh, my shoe fell off. That was weird. It felt weird. I have a couple of videos that count down like 30-minute timers, and one of them is like listening to a live like bonfire go down, so you can hear like fire crackling, and it's like an outside dark, and it's kind of cool to watch the fire burn down, and you can see like shadows of people and animals walking around, and it's kind of cool that way. And then there's another one that shows like a babbling stream kind of thing, and it has not rain sounds, it has water sounds from the trickling stream, and it has other nature sounds too. And I can't remember if that shows other things besides just the watery stream, but I know there's a lot of like nature sounds in it. You can hear a lot of birds chirping in the background. And if you listen carefully and closely, you can probably hear airplanes flying above head and people talking. And in the background, I'm pretty sure that there were birds walking in water, like big, tall egret looking things. I'm thinking there was a person fishing across the way that you can almost see. You can kind of see their fly go out, but you can't really see them because they're like standing behind bushes. I don't know. It's a thing. You'd have to just check it out for yourself if you wanted to. All right, so it seems as though nobody wants to go on. So I am going to log off now, and I will see you next week, next probably Sunday at around the same time, 2 p.m., which is Midwestern time, which is Central time, since Central Standard Time, I think is what they call it. So I will see you then, and I hope you have a great week, and